Hi, welcome to join my AWS project presentation, and I'm Alice. So let's start. So this is overview of my presentation. I'm gonna introduce the project background, including situation, problems, and the goal of this project. And also the project plan. So I set the architecture and then timeline before start the project, and some of the troubleshooting cases what I struggle with. So this is the situations. So JD Council is facing challenges with their on-premise web applications. So this project is to migrate the on-premise application to the AWS cloud. And they have a public-facing website. The end user is the general public, and also internal mission log tools is for JD Council members. They have some problems. Their application is on premise, so it's not really secure. So there's like a frequent DDoS attack, and also it has some scalability issues, and it's not really stable. So sometimes the application is not accessible, and also scaling on-premise infrastructure is very slow and challenging process. So here is my project goal. I want to enhance the scalability and leverage AWS's security features and minimize downtime and ensure the stable service. And even if there's lots of users just coming at the same time, always provide yeah the good service, so we can manage the large amount of the clients at the same time. So this is project architecture. Let me explain briefly. Um, this is the like this BPC is very private and secure island in AWS. So when we call that BPC, visitors can come through the internet gateway, and it connected to public routes. Public routes is like a highway connected to like the public area, while private routes is restricted area. There's no connection to public. And before access to the EC2 infrastructure, they have these security groups, which has the rule of like who can come in and out. And also there is an isolated building for sensitive information, and that's RDS database. They also have their own security groups, so only trusted staff can move between database and EC2 infrastructure. And if there is a lot of visitors, the auto scaling quickly generates new instances. So in that way, we can provide the stable service always. So here's a timeline. The first day is S3 CloudFront, VPC, security group, subnet, internet gateway, and route tables. So basically, this parts. So whole of VPC and internet gateway, and this part. And this is the second one, EC2 RDS and installing Docker, starting JD Mission log application. So at the second day, I set up those parts and set up Docker and start application. And this is the third day, the auto scaling group. Yeah. And the last day would be error debugging if there is any errors. So here's some cases what I struggle with most. So first the case is when starting the jet emission log application in Docker, there's the error response, the no space left on device. So turns out I didn't connect the EC2 and the RDS, so that's why it says just like that. So I set up EC2 connection with RDS. So just choose the right EC2 instance and continue, and then I could see the connected computer compute resources in my RDS. So you can see that here, and then I successfully, yeah, uh, could see the mission log application just like that. And the second case is what I the most struggle with. After setting up the auto scaling group, the newly generated instances are marked as unhealthy. And also, unnecessary instance termination and creation are being repeated just endlessly. So, I just decide to set up all the auto scaling parts. So, here's the some step. So, the first one is launch template. So, the first step is just choose right AMIs. So you can see the name Jedi AMI. This is for my project, and also the instance is T2 Micro. And for security group, I choose public and EC2 RDS security. I think this is where the problem occurred, and I found that the incorrect security group configuration can cause the health check to fail. And this is the load balancer. You can see application type. The load balance type is application, internet facing, and you can see all the availability zones. And along the way, I could create the target group, and you can see just like that. And yeah, so this is auto scaling group parts, and choose the launch template just I created previous step, and choose the BPC, the project BPC, and the subnet zone is to 3. And for the health check, just enable, turn on the elastic load balancing health check, and also enable to monitor the cloud watch. And for the size and scaling, desired capacity is 1 and minimum 0, maximum 5. And for the automatic scaling, I choose target tracking stick scaling policy. And for the metric type, I choose average CPU utilization. And for the maintenance policy, I choose control cost. And after I set everything correctly, I could see another instance are running by auto scaling, and also the registered target is healthy. So I've just struggled a lot with this the problem, but I strictly follow what I set up initial stage, and also I ask a lot with a lot to friend who already manage in the community. So I successfully managed this project. So this is what I've done um, in this project, and thank you for listening, and see you at the next project. Thank you.